Much peace to guys and welcome. Today I want to speak about the fact that consciousness is beyond space and time. And I've realized this deeper truth back in 2014 when I had my awakening. I realized that we're actually more than we think we are. Okay, and that is such a beautiful thing to be experienced. To realize that you are actually connected to everything, okay? And really, you are not bound by physicality, okay? So, quantum physics showed us that what we perceive as the physical world is actually not physical, it's not material, but it's more likely energy, okay? It is energy. And really, when you recognize this deeper truth, you realize that energy is not being separated. It only vibrates at different frequencies, okay? So realize that you are not separated from anything in existence. You're actually it. You are source. You are higher consciousness. You may be God experiencing itself through a human being. And this is such a powerful thing to realize, because you realize that there is no separation, okay? There is no separation in the universe. Everything is interconnected. We are all one energy, one consciousness. And really, consciousness is beyond space and time. Because again, quantum physics showed us that space and time may be illusions. So really, time is not linear. Time is actually simultaneous. It is actually happening in the present moment. So past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously in the now, in the present moment. So if you realize this deeper truth, you realize that whenever you are changing the present moment, you are also influencing the past and the future, okay? So if you want to go deeper into the rabbit hole, you realize that the work that must be done is with your state of consciousness. The work that must be done is with who you are being in the present moment, okay? So take responsibility, be yourself in the process, and realize that you're actually more than you think you are. Okay, you are higher consciousness expressed into human form. Okay, so the present moment is the only moment that exists. Okay, and when you recognize this deeper truth, it's like you are beginning to take responsibility. Okay, you are beginning to merge with life in a different way. Okay, and I've seen that there are also higher dimensions. Okay, we are multidimensional beings having a human experience. Okay, so when you recognize this, it's like you realize that there are levels to your states of consciousness, and the more that you improve yourself, the more that you really work on yourself, you realize that you are actually more than you think you are. Okay, so you are source expressed into human form. And really, consciousness is beyond time and space. Your consciousness is connected to everything in existence, okay? So when you develop yourself in a way that reflects your talents, gifts, and your soul signature, it's like you have the power to awaken your consciousness. You have the power to really transform your life from within. And we live in times of awakening, okay? So many individuals are going through what is called a spiritual awakening. And we are receiving light codes, we are receiving higher vibrational frequencies from the evolution of the cosmos. And we are realizing that we are actually more than we think we are at an ego level. Okay, we are more than we think we are at a mental level. We're actually existence itself, experiencing itself through a human being. So if you're finding yourself on the spiritual awakening path, you may actually resonate with this message, okay? You may find ways in which you gather more knowledge. You may find ways in which you really get curious about how life works. You may question things. okay? You may be on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. And it's all about going within, okay? If you realize deeper truths, you realize that the work that must be done is with the inner self. It's not about the outer world, because the outer world is only a playground. The outer world is only a reflection of your own state of consciousness. So you realize that there is no enemy on the outside, okay? The only enemy is within yourself. And really, when you get to improve yourself, it's like you help the whole universe expand itself, okay? So realize that it's all energy, okay? The more that you shift what is happening inside, is the more that you have the power to transform your life, okay? So yes, you are more than you think you are, okay? You are source energy expressed in the human form, and your consciousness is beyond space and time, okay? So they talk about outer body experiences. They talk about your consciousness having the power to leave your body for a period of time in order for you to travel to higher dimensions, in order for you to really get to realize that there is the energetic world, in order for you to realize that there is the astral plane in which you can actually travel to. So this is where the dream state is happening, okay? The dream state is happening into the astral realm. And someone said that the only real world is the spirit world. Okay, so the only real world is the spirit world. And I've recognized this the moment that I was connecting more to my higher guidance, connecting more to my spirit, connecting more to my higher self. I was realizing that I was actually energy, okay? And energy is connected to everything. Now, it's important to step into your own evolution. It's important to, if you are finding yourself on the spiritual path, it's important to get curious about higher vibrational spiritual concepts and get to actually apply them, you know? So realize that if you are getting to evolve spiritually, everything will actually transform into your own life. Everything will become a reflection of your own state of consciousness. And really you realize that your consciousness is actually so powerful. And don't get me wrong, you don't always have to need to expect to be positive. If you want to raise your consciousness, you also must learn to dance with your negative feelings. You also must learn to become the alchemist and really get to transform your negative experiences into the vibration of alignment, okay, into the vibration of where you are actually flowing with life in a harmonious way. And if you are on the path of awakening, you actually realize that you're more than you think you are. Okay, you are God. Okay, you are really source consciousness expressed into human form. Okay, so we are more than we think we are, and there are levels to reality, there are levels to life, there are levels to consciousness. And really the more that you open your mind's eye, your third eye, you realize deeper truths. Okay, you realize that it's all a game of consciousness. You realize that reality actually responds to you the moment that you actually raise your vibration. Okay, so it's all happening in relationship with you. It's all happening in relationship with your energy. The more that you increase your energy is the more that you really get to attract a new outcome. Okay, so in essence, you are the co-creator of your own reality. You are source energy expressed into human form. Okay, so consciousness is beyond space and time. You are not bound by physicality. You are not dependent on the material world. Instead, reality is a byproduct of your energy, is a byproduct of your mind, is a byproduct of you taking responsibility. Okay, so it's all energy. There is no physicality. Okay, there is only energy and higher consciousness. The more that you step into this deeper truth is the more that you realize that you are actually infinite, and you have come here on a planet with a purpose, and that purpose is actually love. That purpose is you becoming your best version. Okay, so realize that you are more than you think you are. You are source. Okay, you are love, you are guided, you are protected, you are something that is fundamental to existence itself. Without you we wouldn't make it. Okay, so realize that we need you. Okay, we need you to step into your higher nature, we need you to step into who you really are, and we need you to really raise your frequency so you can actually help the world expand itself. So yes, this is today's message about the fact that consciousness is beyond space and time. It's eternal. Okay, there is no death. Okay, so death is just a transition from the physical into the non-physical. That is not something to be afraid of. Okay, so realize that you are actually infinite and your soul is energy. You are infinite and you have the power to manifest everything that you want to experience in this lifetime. Okay, so thanks so much for watching, and this was today's message about the fact that consciousness is beyond space and time. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you wish to order my book Vibrational Alignment, access the link in the description below. And if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level, feel free to contact me at my email address in the description below. I'm doing coaching sessions where I'm really helping you becoming your best version. I'm really helping you really transcending your negative feelings and getting to learn more about your spiritual nature, getting to awaken your mind in such a way that you will actually experience love and bliss. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. Much peace and see ya.